Alright, we are recording, and I do see the mic is actually on. I see the light on, I see the bars moving. It's good. Let's continue with Road to Gehenna, which is the DLC, the expansion for Talos Principle. Let's see. I'm just trying to think how... I know that some of the stuff I talked about before with the story stuff, where it's... That's just intense. Where it actually drops you there. But how the conversations being had with the children that are trapped in Gehenna, the ones where they're actually like, do we want to go or not? Those are the interesting ones. The rest, not so much for me. No indication this is working. Yep, none of those can I use. I might be able to just fall down there. I think I'd rather not. What is up here? Since it does definitely look like you can get up here. Roman aqueducts. Amazing feats of construction. It also shows how kind of rigid Romans were at times. Because they would basically plot a straight line. Well, it does have an angle coming down a little bit, but if they needed to, they would just go through a mountain. They wouldn't go around a mountain. No, we'll just go through it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they still did a lot of amazing things, but yeah, they were kind of odd in that respect. All right. Okay, so I see. I should have. Nope. Okay. Is that all? I just, like, need to figure out how to run them over here? Okay. Yeah, sure, I can do that. How many do I have? It's 3, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah. No, I see. I see. This will make sense. More or less. I'm just... Fine, there. Alright, there. This is not going to be the easiest. Okay, hang on. No. This will work, I think. Do it that way. Now I don't need this. There. Seriously? There. Now I can pull this. Do this. There. See, I figured it out. And that one, this one is a little tricky. Who is it, by the way? Here, dog. Okay. But no, this one is a little bit tricky because you need to. The key was figuring out the angle here because it's like 3, so like it has to be one of them. You have to connect directly. So it's like, okay, figure out, and it's like that's why that's there. Then it's just juggling them properly for access. Okay. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. They're basically saying we're just going to start controlling you and we'll cut you out if we feel it's necessary. I mean, it's like this is not. Excuse me. I mean, it's like I do understand the whole moderators and such needing a private space, but how this is describing it, it's where without careful management, it can begin to consume itself. And it's like, this is like dangerous, what they're talking about here. It is also, I mean, look, not like yours, but because I do kind of feel like the mods are the high level ones. They're just trying to continue their own power. That's it. And the whole enough rumor mongering for one day, locking the thread. It's like, seriously, we're just going straight to that. guess I should have gone with reaffirm. I didn't need to say faith in Elohim. It could have been just faith in me or something else, but yeah. Anyone has actually, like, transformed it, though. I mean, it's like they're all trapped. They just managed to hack these terminals. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like they're talking as though they helped shape all this, and there's nothing to indicate they did. And I'm not saying that in any way to minimize what they achieved or what they've gone through. It's just kind of weird how they're obsessing over it, like, oh, we accomplished so much. It's like you have a forum, and that's it. That's all you achieved. Technically, your home, what you would call home, is just your community, and wherever that is, you'll be fine. You don't need to be in this specific location. I don't need to jam it at the moment, so I guess I won't. Okay. I think it's pretty obvious that... Oh, okay, I see. I think it makes sense anyway. That there. Oh wait, no. Well, that's true. That will work. Pull that. Aha. Alright. Oh, wait, what? I'm just trying to figure out what is the point of this. Do that. Then if I had a fan there, it would just blow over, but I don't know to what end. Like, what would the benefit there be? Alright. I want to start exploring a little bit. Alright, so there's nothing over here. Okay, so that makes sense. I need to figure out how to get rid of the mine. There. Where'd I put the other one? Here it is. That's true, that's gonna be cut off. Do that for a moment. I truly am not seeing how I can... Seriously? I think I have to look... So I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Just none. Where am I? BFF. Okay. Hey, alright, fine. Stop that. I mean, just immediately start reading, and it's like, no, start over here. It's like, I don't know why. But, alright. Hell? I'm sorry, this really just does not make sense to me. This is pissing me off too much. I'm sorry. This makes no sense. It's fine. Well, no, not like that. But it makes no sense that it's like you can't place this thing so that the mine doesn't always break the damn field. Oh, damn it. unscrew the mine. That figures. Alright, well, in theory, I don't need to... In theory, this'll work. There. Okay. I think it is. I need to get it going the other direction. But I also need to do it in such a way that it can't break the beams. And it is. Okay, well, that's true. That's quite good enough spot. Oh, maybe. As long as it doesn't cut it over there. It did, so I'm screwed. Man, that is just really mean. I'm sorry, I hate this trivial bullshit. If I'm right, and it's you're supposed to set something up like this, then this is just trivial bullshit. It's like, what the fuck is the point? Alright, I mean, it's like, why force the player to be like, oh, no, you have to have it in this spot, not this spot. It's like, if I am right, which true, is a very important and major if, but still, if I'm right, then you're just wasting my time. Okay, and see, it's reasonable I can stand on that. So, in the previous part, when it's like, oh, I wasn't actually thinking that I could climb up the fallen pillar, that's at actually a more extreme angle than that. It's very reasonable that you don't necessarily know that you could have done that. Come on. Just, if I could, but I don't think there's any way to put it up there. That I can't do. I'm just gonna keep looking at the damn thing. If done right, both fans should be going while the beam is uninterrupted by the mine. In other words, I'm exactly right. It is a matter of inches here, which is bullshit. I'm sorry. In a puzzle game, I have the solution. No, you need to finagle it. Screw you, okay? I'm sorry. This is not about this, though. This is any puzzle game. And I'm saying screw you too, because it's just... Why? The idea is to get the solution. I have the solution. The fact that I need to tweak angles is a waste of my time. Alright? It is a waste of my time. It's a waste of any player's time. It's just, I'm actually going to say that. Because, I mean, it's like, why does the mine have to be that tall? And it's also bullshit. It is such bullshit because of the whole, well, you need to put it up here. Okay, so I need to move the box around, but notice it's not exactly the clearest where it is, and I don't necessarily know, oh, does this work? No, it doesn't have that connection. I don't know that when I'm placing this, I only know that when I'm placing this. It really is a bad design here. Or rather, no. I take that back. It's not a bad design, okay? That is not the right way to describe this. It is bad, but it's not the design per se. The puzzle design is fine. It's a bad implementation of the tools, I guess would be a way to put it. A bad use of the tools. That it is so unreliable here, essentially. Okay, so there, I can do that. But unfortunately, it's then, I got no way to connect over there. But just for shits and giggles. I just want to know, is it actually going to break the beam? Yep. Fuck this. This doesn't add anything to the game. It just adds frustration. That's all it does. That's all this is. It's pure frustration, and there's zero reason for it. Zero reason for it. Now, I can't go through that way because the moment it gets popped up, it goes through. So you have to put it through this somehow. And there's no visual cues for any guide here for where to put it. I mean, this really, really is bad. And I can't go for... Ugh. It is just bad. Okay? It really is. Because, I mean, here, let me put it like this. If you go back to when I started doing this, for this run-through, because I started doing this before, didn't go under the gun before. If you started on just this playthrough, how much time am I spending? Somebody, yes, I know I was talking. But if you had a timer going, how much is it that I'm trying to spend just tweaking it? I know the solution. I figured that out. But just tweaking it to actually get to work. All that time. To what benefit? The answer is none. There is no benefit. And I'm not in the mood to put up with that. I'm not in the mood right now. And this will surely break the line. Need it going that... What? I'm just starting to think. Might it be possible for me to abuse the fact that that when it bounces back, it goes in the one direction? Actually, in theory, right now, this will get it. Okay. Okay. Which, yes, technically, that was simple. Technically. Because, oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Here it is. Because I could just use the jammer to manipulate the time. But why is that what I need to do? Why is that the thing I needed to do? Okay, so I do need to do this. Yeah. I need this. It's like, why should I have to juggle? What? Why should I have to juggle with the jammer like that? Why can't it just be that it, like in other places, you can just use the box to aim up high enough to get the lasers up high enough to go over? Because that's something that we've been trained to do. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that didn't help any. So, wait, what did this even accomplish here, then? Yeah, that accomplishes that. What does this do? Oh, there's just also... Okay. But I need to figure out how to get the jammer over there. It's also... that just holds the fan? There's no way to turn that on? Do that, but I can't get it through here because that's just not how that works. See, I need to get it do that, but that only opens up the one way. That opens up the two ways, but then I got the purple field. That blocks everything. I'm just... There's nothing... I gotta look at the guy. I got no clue. What? Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I'm sorry, it's just stupid. I'm sorry, I just find that stupid. Where it's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to notice that there is a line of sight through the window over there. I mean, it's just one of those, I'm so used to it being so much more convoluted that I start looking for the convoluted answers. And also there's the whole, it's like, this is the more obvious thing to look at. And I'm already using this, so I don't think, oh yeah, I can aim over through here. It just... Partly, yes, that is me being stupid, but there's also just some measure of why do it that way. Submission still open for what? Not necessarily. I mean, you do need some concept of, oh, Roman buildings, got it. I was like, what? I mean, you do also need some concept of, I mean, you don't necessarily get much of a story if it's just, yeah, you know your characters and just have them sitting around talking to each other, not doing anything. I mean, what do you end up with? Story, an absurdist story. It's like, eh. I mean, you can do that. I hate this, though. I mean, it's like the idea that it's just generating a story like this. Especially, I mean, is this going to be submitted? Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's basically the whole question with AI today, and it's like you're giving it prompts and it generates things for you. It's like, that's fine to get started, but okay, now can I rewrite it? Oh, that's really stupid. I'm sorry. It's like, what? First of all, this first paragraph is just, what? I mean, is only able to report the midwife's account, seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a secondhand cot. It's like, okay. He's saying he's not there, that he wasn't there for your birth. So what? I'm just, what? He's poor. We got that already. But what? How does that say nurturing as well? Because that was it, poor but nurturing. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, yes, and there can be more here. Like, how did he raise you? How did the mother raise you? I mean, it's like, this is... I'm sorry, that's really, like... It's a single sentence. It needs more than that. And it's like, the whole... It does, however, make the story short. It's like, why? I mean, just... So he didn't have a calamity. I mean, it's still, he can struggle, and people connect with the struggle. I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily have some great calamity in their life, but they still go on to achieve great things, and their story is still worth learning about. Or rather, it could be that the calamity comes after a lot of development. It's like, the good life, very, that they continue to have a good life, the calamity came late. And it's like, that's when they're addressing. But it's like, they've already developed. They've already been on their journey kind of stuff. It's like, and now it's a new chapter in that journey. I mean, it's like, I don't... This is very unimpressive writing to me. And it's not just oh, well, you should have picked that, you shouldn't have picked that there was no challenge, no calamity to him. It's like, why? I mean, you can do that. I mean, one of my books technically is that, as I think about it now. Yeah, I mean, there's really no great calamity in his life. He just keeps going forward. It's still a very interesting story, in my opinion. Oh, cool. Means I can finally do a lot more stuff. I'll come back to it. Oh, there's a lot there. But, I mean, no, I mean, it is... You don't always need... And it does have, traditional climax, that one, the story of mine I'm talking about. But it's like, I mean, that's fine. You don't need to be rigorous to a single formula that, oh, no, you had to have, like, a bad upbringing to become a hero. It's like, no, that's not necessary. So it's... I'm just in a bad mood today, I think. I'm just... overly critical mood, so yeah. I still am annoyed by having to get things so precise there, but yeah. And I am sensitive about story stuff, so I would be critical of this crap anyway. It's just I might be overzealous at the moment. Alright, I'm not entirely sure how you think this is detached. That it's a detached point of view. I mean, it's this kind of recognition that there are things that do survive you, that are beyond you and survive you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Mince's words, yes, but you do still want to be specific. You want to try to use the right words, so you might end up mincing just to get there. At least a little bit. Was my defense of propaganda ultimately just an attempt to impose a sense of order on a world I couldn't control? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's quite natural. That, you know, it can be a way to achieve certain control, a sense of control. But don't become a grammar Nazi, right? That's going too far. So I have not been so fortunate as to have anyone read anything that I write. Well, story-wise. So I don't really have experience with mean reviewers. And I'm the one who does my editing, so I'm the one that I would have to be mean to myself. But it is... I'm just trying to think of how to put it, because, yeah, some, like, you know, meaner reviews, harsher criticisms of other media can be a lot of fun to look at. Because there is something cathartic to seeing something get shredded. Especially if it is something that you know is weak, but you know what? Look at some of that stuff, the stuff you enjoy as well. Because this may sound weird, but I do think it's something I consider important to myself, because I just do recognize how it actually does prove valuable to me in different ways, in different forms. Some people think if you know how a trick is done, a magic trick is done, that makes the magic less impressive. It makes it less impressive, it loses its charm. That isn't how it works for me. When I see it and know how it's done, now I can appreciate how well it is done. The whole mean review stuff, it's like, well, if you know what you're doing and can really attack something effectively, it can actually be very rewarding. In multiple ways. I know I'm just kind of blah, 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 getting out, doing some of that, but... I don't even know what that means, to be fair. Here, let me actually try looking that up. Bildungsroman. I'm just not familiar with that term. It is a thing. Okay, a novel whose principal subject is the moral, psychological, and intellectual development of a usually youthful main character. I got one of those. I'm just thinking. It's literally the one that I've been working on, where it's of a youthful main character, such development. The others, I mean, there is another, you know, a little bit old. Well, two technically, they're a little bit older, but one, it's not moral, psychological, intellectual development that's achieved there. I mean, I guess moral, if you want to. I'm thinking about two superhero fantasy stories. If you want to count the development towards deciding to be a superhero, but that isn't necessarily a change in morals, it's a change in the choice to start acting. And that, I think, is different. That isn't necessarily a moral, psychological, and certainly not intellectual development. I probably should have looked that up first. Because then I could have ticked boxes better. Emails were made of tree. I don't think anyone would recognize paper as coming from a tree if you didn't know it. I'm sorry, it's just, how does that resemble a tree? And also remember, paper get from papyrus. Papyrus is a type of reed, it's not a tree. This is what I call it's kind of reed. I'm sorry, but it's... What this is showing us is basically the moment the leader is gone, those that get power instantly start trying to decide who can and cannot have a voice in certain circumstances. That's not healthy. Alright. Got one over here, supposedly? What? Yeah, it's pointing this way. I just don't really go through the water too much. Just seemed odd that it's like, yeah, that's what you gotta do. Okay. Cuban lens. And jammer. Okay. What's the goal? Okay. I wasn't completely certain, so I wanted to be certain. Okay, I'm holding back a sneeze at the moment, but I'm just trying to... I'm trying to figure out what the plan is here. I have 2 of these, right? Yeah. I really am just not seeing at all what it thinks you're supposed to be able to do here. Damn it. I mean, if I can jump up there, of course, you know, hit the button, nothing happens. That's how jumping works. Man, am I in a mood today? No, okay. I mean, if I could get it up there, that wouldn't actually help me with anything. Oh wait, no, it would. It would. Because I could then get in there. So the entire distance does work. Wait, is that actually high enough? No, it's not. If I do that, I won't be able to get up on top of it. I have to look this up. I'm not seeing what at all is possible here. What? That doesn't at all look like that works. I thought about this, but it, as I said, it doesn't make sense that it would work. And when I was up there, the lens didn't appear at all. Okay, that is just barely, and I'm sorry. No. Again, it's... The only way that makes sense is as a... Okay, I see what it is trying to do. Did all say you wanted to do when... Have them at opposite speeds. So it does that. But it's still, it's like, that is so close. I'm sorry, they should have either lowered those windows so you can see that's possible, or elevate them. I mean, it's just, no, this is not good design either. Because it's just, I looked, and I couldn't see the top of the lens, so it's like, okay, that's too close, it's not gonna work. And it's like, it has just barely enough. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna look at it, and my conclusion is it's not gonna work. Why would I try it? And I know there's the whole, well, you should just experiment with it anyway. It's like, why? I looked at it, I assessed it as being very unlikely to work, so I tried to find another solution. I already dismissed that one. Why not just focus on trying to find another one? I mean, it's the whole visual cues kind of thing. It's like, that's a counter cue. It's saying, no, I looked at it, the cue to me was, it shouldn't work. Yeah. So they're aware of waking up outside of the garden? I don't remember that being indicated. I'm sorry, I have to make that note. And I should also make a note about the annoyances I'm having with these puzzles. That Sorry, just it seems these children are aware that solving the tower will have you escape the simulation, wake up outside the simulation. Okay, escape and wake up. Remove some redundancy. How? I know I guessed it in the base game because it's kind of obvious. But why would these children know? Oh, yeah, entities. I feel weird calling them children, but also kind of run out of names that make sense for calling them as a group. Some of the puzzles, 2 in Zone 3 specifically, are frustrating because of the precision they require. In one case, you have to juggle things with, well, you have to either get very lucky with placing lenses to avoid the beams being broken. Even though the puzzle is not necessarily that hard to solve. So you can, and I'm just putting parenthetically, so you can have the solution, figure it out, but have to waste time on the tedium of getting exactly the right positions and angles for it to work. This does nothing to benefit game or the player, and so is a bad use of the tools. Notice I'm not saying bad design, right? Because it isn't. It's a good design. That puzzle's very clever, but the implementation is crap. Okay, those are separate things. At least they can be. In this case, they are. In another, let me actually do it that way. There, new paragraph. In another, the solution is one you would reasonably reject because it does not appear there is a path for the lasers. Well, reasonably reject because there is effectively no tolerance. I'm trying to think of how to put it. Yeah, because laser has to go through some windows, but the height the lenses are placed at just barely is over the base of the windows. The lenses are placed at is just is over. It's just barely over the base of the windows. And if you try looking first, you will, well, it will appear the lenses are not high enough for this to work. So the solution you must reject when it is investigated, so you can then focus on other possibilities that might be more reasonable. This is bad design. No, I mean, it legitimately is bad design, because there's no reason to expect a player to be able to do that. Now, I just need I need to adjust something in my room. Alright, that should be better. Just, it's getting warm in here, and I do have a fan going, but it was pointed at such an angle, it wasn't making any difference. Alright, but no, it is bad design, because, as I said, the only reasonable conclusion I could have from investigating it is, oh, this won't work. Look at something else. It's like, yeah, that's not good design. That's not clever. Oh, hang on. I do also want to add one other thing. It is odd and even annoying, the obsession the children have with Gehenna, because all their existence really is just the forum they created between the terminals they are locked in with. You can understand the importance of communication when locked away. I'm good with that fingering. I'm good with that. But the obsession, well, but they almost seem to act as though the whole world is Gehenna, and they have a claim to creating it. The home they speak of is the community, not the place, and yet they seem, incapable of recognizing that truth, which just stresses the situation trying to get out of here. I want to add a little bit more to this. I'm just trying to think of how to put it. Basically, they don't know what they actually have, and some are adamant to not lose it. Kind of feels like bad writing at times, confusing the community or the location. I mean, legitimately, that is also part of it. It does kind of feel like when writing this, somebody was forgetting that, wait, no, they don't live in Gehenna. Gehenna is the forum. It's the thing, it's the community they formed, not the location. So them leaving the location is irrelevant to the preservation of Gehenna. But see, I mean, it's like right there. No more puzzles. It's like, what are you talking about? You're trapped in a puzzle. That's literally where you are. You're not solving the puzzle, but you are trapped there. Gehenna is just the community. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry. This is, I literally just talked about this. Oh my god. Okay, and this also annoys me, but I don't care enough for becoming a messenger to go through every nook and cranny looking for your stupid stars. That wasn't communicated in the base game. At least I don't recall that ever being communicated in the base game that that's specifically what the stars achieved. Again, it seems like they have special knowledge. Be aware the stars are to prove you are worthy to become a messenger. But how do they know this? Do not recall that ever being explained. Why do they have special knowledge? And again, it's not, well, no, it is actually kind of a bigger deal. Them knowing that the tower is the way out, yes, that's easily predictable. But the stars and becoming a messenger, I really do not recall anything suggesting that you could become a messenger or that that was the path to doing so. So it's like, where are they, like, oh yeah, it's like they played the base game. But if they did, they wouldn't be stuck here. It doesn't make sense. Oh, man. And I just gotta add, literally, after writing the above paragraph, which is the one about the confusing community and location, the top 10 things one of them loves about Gehenna includes no more puzzles, no mines, turrets, stars, but this makes no sense. They are all quite literally trapped within puzzles, some with mines, turrets, and stars nearby. So it is not that they are not there, but that They don't care. Again, confusing the community of Gehenna. Well, again, confusing Gehenna with the community. Gehenna, comma, the community. And the location, which is also not being correctly described here. I mean, I'm sorry, this really is a problem, okay? This is bad writing. This really is. And I don't doubt that I'm guilty of some of this stuff as well, in my own writing. But, yeah. 6, community. Yeah, Gehenna is a community. That's all it is. Like, that should actually be number 1, because that's specifically what it is. I also engaged with Milton. I mean, that was a lot of fun. I mean, this, I understand his point, but it's like, your experience was different than mine. I wish I could scroll up. Because it's like, behold, I put a huge tower in front of you, but don't ever go there or I'll kill you. But wasn't there something earlier? I mean, with the stars and the messenger stuff, it's like you had to go into the tower, at least partially, to achieve that. So it's like, it really is confused here. It really is. And I don't know, it feels very messy and confused, so... I think actually this would be best. You have something to contribute. That's not just that, yeah, you deserve to be saved because you exist, but no, you do have something to contribute here. You are valuable. Exactly. I have a feeling that some of this stuff is being manufactured. Like the error there. It's like, no, it's not actually an error. I kind of wonder if this will work. Oh, it won't. Yeah. Okay. I'm just curious now what... Star and Pendulum. Screw that. Okay, so I'm going to describe to you what the puzzle's talking about. Basically, you got to put some stuff here, climb up there so you can then jump down to... No, I'm sorry. It's one thing if you're trying to get things out of puzzles and all that. That's one thing, but this is like... We're just talking about, parkour. You got to do parkour. No, I'm not doing that. This is a freaking puzzle game. Right? That isn't about solving a puzzle. That's about doing parkour, and I'm not interested. I'm really not. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, that's stuck there. Lovely. Okay, Yeah, I should actually also walk down here. Okay, so I need to find the fan, put there. Can I? Okay. Sure hope I'll be able to get back with this. Alright, that opens up that one, which will matter, but not just now. Oh, I guess I have to be over here now. Oh. Okay. Nope. There. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna fail for that reason. Though, well, I guess not really. What the? Okay, hang on. So... yeah. This is great. Will that even work? Oh, yeah. Apparently it can. Wait, no. Yeah. Alright, there. not sure. Nope, not gonna work. Okay. At least now they're moving together. Okay, I think that's the idea. Hang on, let me get these in sync. Right there. There it is. Oh, there you are, Lilith. Okay. You want to move? Because you're going to be in my way. Why does she seem to be taller than me? I guess it's just where the camera puts you. Let's just move forward. No, yeah, go ahead, be more specific. Neat. website. This is just gonna annoy me. Especially since it's not needed anymore. How is admin back? Does make it seem like I need to try to figure out some way to get another object over here. That this was working fine before and then it just stopped working. Oh, duh, I'm able to easily go around it this way. I think I need to just not care. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hang on. Not care about the stars. I mean, it's like too many of these are just... I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. It feels like some of this is just instead of trying to be clever with designs to get to the end, or to get to the stars, it's like, oh, hey, we can do it this way. All right, we'll do it that way. Are we going to spend time to make sure this is nicely refined so people can reasonably come to figure out how to do it? Why would we do any of that? It's a DLC. That is how some of this does feel to me. Which really sucks. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't. Which isn't good. Alright, now where's the way out? Okay, it is just here. Yep, got everything but the stars. Two, one. I'm gonna stop in here. It's already kind of late. I could go later, but I kind of like the idea that this next part should, in theory, be the last part. Oh, hey. So yeah, just gonna leave it here. Yeah, I need to add that in. So apparently there is, well, there was a conspiracy amongst the moderators of Gehenna to get rid of one of them, Spider. Either because he recognized it is a prison not of Elohim, but the others in Gehenna. Well, not from Elohim, but others in Gehenna, making them all slaves to satisfying their desires here. Or he came to this conclusion after being expelled from Gehenna. Inclined to believe the former, that he recognized this and then was kicked out, because it is consistent with how the current moderators are obsessed with power over and within Gehenna, such as how they control speech based on status level, and control the status system as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not that surprising, really, which I'm not going to fault it for not being surprising. That's fine. Like, formulaic stories, well told, are still good. But it's just, I don't, basically all the other stuff I don't care about. And it's, I think I put in the notes, I know I talked about it before, but if the characters, if I had to answer one-on-one with each character to convince them that they should want to leave, that would be engaging, because then I'm getting to know each of the characters. Instead, it's just, hey, want to tell a story? All right. Hey, want to read my story? All right. Why do I care? And that's a problem. So, yeah, I'll make this note. I'll make this note. It feels like, both with the story and with some of the puzzle / gameplay design, because I mean, it's technically they're all puzzles, so it's gameplay design. There is a lack of refinement, especially compared to the base game. That there was not as much time spent making sure everything was well crafted and accessible to all players concerning the gameplay, and well crafted and engaging, well, and interesting to the point of being engaging concerning the story. So yeah, like that one puzzle earlier where it was, I mean, it was clever, but the idea that you'd have to like get precisely the right spot is just like, no, that's a tedium that's trivial and just gonna waste somebody's time. And especially because, you know, like, for me, I knew what the solution was. I recognized the solution. I knew what it was, but now I'm having to spend so much time just getting it right. And it's not like we haven't seen in the base game and such that it could have something where the solution is hard to find, but once you see it, it's easy to do. That, to me, is good puzzle design in a video game, but good puzzle game design, where the trick is finding the solution. That's where the challenge is, not in executing the solution. Because once you get into, oh, you have to execute this solution, then it's like, well, that's like saying you have to be better at an FPS. You have to be better at a platformer. It's like, it ceases to be, or better in a horror game. It ceases to be a puzzle game at that point. So, where's the value compared to any other game? And it also, I will add, is much more difficult. I would consider it being much more difficult because you have to make sure that it's very well crafted so the solution can be found. Well, so that the solution can be found, but is challenging to find, as opposed to the solution is easy to find but hard to execute, hard to implement. Because that's like, oh yeah, I mean, you could tell somebody, hey, this is exactly what you need to do. Oh, but you need to make sure that you place this thing within 1 centimeter of where it needs to go, and your accuracy and placement is only like 10 centimeters. Good luck. I mean, it's like, or like you're going to be going at high speed when you're doing that, so it's going to be very hard for you to do that. And just keep doing it over and over again. That's easy to design, but it's not fun. And it's not satisfying. And it's like, to me, the satisfaction is in solving the puzzle, not in working it all out. Which is also why some of the laser puzzles I don't always care for, like the crater one that was in the last part, because it's like an overhead view would make it a lot easier to grasp, a lot easier to see where everything is. But it's like, no, you have to get just the right angle. You have to realize that you should go this way and that way. I mean, it's. I know I have been overly critical in this, but it's still some of the stuff. No, there are genuine weaknesses and issues that is disappointing. Especially with the whole, probably this weekend, I'll be able to start on the Talos Principle 2, and I hope it is more like Talos Principle 1, the base game, in puzzle design, where it's like, the trick is finding the solution, not in executing it. I hope that the story is engaging and stuff like that. And yeah, and we'll see. We shall see. All right. I'm just putting some extra lines to be ready for new notes in the future, and I shall see you next time when... Okay. You know what? Let me look. I'm curious, because the walkthrough might be able to tell me. Okay, no, it doesn't. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm just checking. It looks like completing zone 4, which should be the next video, will be what then just immediately leaves to the end. I don't, the way the walkthrough's written out, partitioned out, not necessarily clear, because it goes from zone 4 to secret zones, which I'm assuming is tied to the stars. So if that is true, then yes, the next part will end it, and I don't think I will come back for the stars. I really don't. I mean, and part of it is like the thing I just was saying with Pendulum was the name, but it's like I'd have to climb up the mountain, try to fall down it just right. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. That's not interesting. That's not puzzle solving. It's platforming. It's parkour. I don't care. It's not what I want to be here for. All right. See you next time.